All right, we are live. Guys, I think this is my first Instagram live. It may be my second, but I don't even remember. I have an empowering message for you today. So if you are ready to get a spark lit within you, stick around. For those of you who are new to my world, welcome. I am Hannah Jane. I am the founder of Radiant Goddess Revolution. And I activate women to step into their power. I activate women to... Sorry, it was sending me an announcement on here. I'm so new to this, guys. I thought it was telling me it was disconnected, but we're connected. It just said, hang on, we're telling people to follow. Anyway, don't mind me, guys. I activate women to step into their power. I help women leave behind all the ways that they are playing small, all the struggle stories, all the things telling them they're not worthy, they're not capable, their dreams are too big, who are they? All the doubt, the fear, the anxiety, I help them leave that behind, and I activate them to step into their power and align with their own authentic truth so that they become so magnetic and just naturally, easily, effortlessly attract all the correct people and circumstances for them. So that's me, that's what I do. And I have a message for you today that is very simple and to the point. And I got lit up and fired to share this live because I'm in a group on Facebook that is for strong feminine leaders. And it's always very interesting to me when I share a post that is so direct and just to the point when it doesn't get approved. It's almost like it was like too easy, too much truth. Like you can be powerful, but you can't be that powerful. And I would just like to clarify, there was no selling in it whatsoever. I find that so tacky. Like there's some groups where you're allowed to like share your offers, but this is one of them where you don't. And I always follow the rules. I don't share like what my offers are. Nothing's like undercover sale, nothing like that. I don't share live videos to anyone's group other than my own personal group, Radiant Goddess Revolution. So just so you have the backstory. And it's just interesting to me how it's like people have ears to hear the truth to a certain point, but if you make it seem too easy, people don't like that. And I actually see that as being a huge issue in the coaching industry, right? People want to almost like breadcrumb clients. People want to make people feel like this fear of missing out, like you need me, you need my system, I'm going to tell you how to align. And that it goes against everything I stand for. And I understand that what I'm sharing likely is not for everyone. And that is perfect. I believe there are leaders, hopefully not even my business, in integrity with themselves, sharing what has worked for them and what they feel called and led to share. But I know for me, the people who I am here to serve are so done with the BS. They're so done with the rules. They're so done with looking outside of themselves for the answers. So here's the message. Here's the gold I shared, and it got declined. So obviously it wasn't meant for that space. So I'm just going to put it in my own space where it belongs. Your heart has the answer. I see so many coaches saying like, oh, if you're this type, you can't eat carbs, or you can't eat gluten or dairy, or saying that there's one way to build a funnel or to run your business to be successful and hit like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100K months. I see all these rules. And those of you who are meant to hear this message, I know this is going to land for you. Something, when you hear that, it feels tight in your body, doesn't it? Something about that rings not true. And what I want to offer to you today is that anything that's telling you that you need to go do something more and earn something or prove yourself some way, or telling you that the answer is outside of you, or you need to follow a specific formula, it's not true. It's not true. These things work if you want them to work. Like, you're enough when you decide you are. So some people, let's say you want to lose weight. Some people have really rigid belief systems in place that tell them they need to exercise a certain way and eat a certain way and be very regimented with that and disciplined, and then they can lose the weight. But they don't lose the weight because they did the things. They lose the weight because once they did the things, then they could get their belief behind it, that it was possible for them and that they were somehow worthy of it. So this is literally a game of working smarter, not harder. You will get whatever you become an energetic match for, whatever you're a vibrational match for, and you get that based off of what you're believing. So if you're tuning into this, I trust because you're a little rebel, you're a little free spirit, you're a rule breaker. You're like, let's cut out all this nonsense in the middle and let's just get on with it. Because here's the thing, my love, you are an infinite being. You are limitless. You are divine. You are whole. You are perfect. You are created as divine perfection in human form. What could you need to earn or prove or do in order to be worthy? You do things because you want to. You hire a coach or a mentor because you desire the support, not out of fear. Does this make sense? And if doing a certain process or following a certain system or using a certain tool is fun for you, that's amazing. Do it, but don't give your power away. Just know that at the end of the day, it's you who's making the rules. It's your life. And it can be as easy and effortless as you allow it to be. The only work that I teach, if you even want to call it work, is really to unlearn everything you've been taught. And as you do this is not a process of, let me become something. It's like, let me let go of all the nonsense and BS that I'm not, because I know that as I shed that, as I release that, what I'm going to be left with is my own beautiful truth. And the way I teach and the way I support women is not for me to tell them their truth or what system to follow. I help guide them to their own inner guidance, which is within your heart. That is the most valuable thing, in my opinion, that I can give anyone. And sometimes I think we're just waiting for validation, right? We're just waiting for someone to give us permission to do the one thing that deep down we know is the only thing that will work. You and you alone are creating your reality. And this gets to be as easy as you allow it to be. So I just wanted to share this with you and speak some truth into those of you who need to hear it today. You already have everything you need within you. When you ask questions that are empowering, you will get answers that are empowering. And what I mean by that is when you ask something along the lines of, let me give an example. Show me my truth about this. What do I need to know? Not, what am I missing? Do I need to sign up for this program? Do you see the difference in the vibe? I don't work with women who are, I shouldn't say in a state of fear, because we all experience fear, but I don't desire to work with women who are like looking for just the perfect formula, because that's not what I teach. And I don't think I could do that with integrity. I can definitely give you the tools and show you what's worked for me. But ultimately, what I do is I help guide you back home to you. I hold space for you and support you and allow you to feel safe to go within and get your own answers. And I help you trust yourself. And I hold the mirror for you so you can see reflected back to you your divinity when you're not able to see it. And I can help point out the things in your blind spot that you're not seeing. I can help you find where that split energy is. I can offer beautiful truths to you. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide, is this true for me? Does this feel good? And you're an infinite being. You are always growing and evolving. You owe it to yourself to always be checking in with yourself. This is what's going to make you so laser clear. This is going to make your mind so sharp when you tune into your intuition like this. Because just because something's working for you now doesn't mean it's going to continue to work. So you owe it to yourself to not be so rigid, right? And we can develop the emotional intelligence and really be so connected with the wisdom of your body, the wisdom in your heart, your soul, and be able to tell when something feels off, even if it sounds right, but something just feels not quite right. And you can honor that and you can move with it. You're unstoppable, babe. And I know that's who you came here to be. So that's what I have for you today. If this is speaking to you, I would love to share with you a little bit about my new program, Desire Queen. We are running it's not new, but we're running the next round in August. This is a high-level manifestation mastermind. 6 weeks together. All the content is taught live, 2 calls a week. Powerful vortex. There's a private Facebook community for additional support. And we dive deep into shifting your paradigm. This is where we really help you align with your power, where we really, really let go of all the resistance that's keeping you out of your power. This is for you if you already have a good foundation of alignment, right? If you're just starting out and you're like, what is alignment? How do I do it? And you're feeling not very confident, check out Radiant Confidence. You can always send me a message too. I love connecting with you and getting to know each and every one of you. This is like the next level. This is when you're ready to manifest the big things. This is where, like, I'm not saying you don't have fear or anxiety or doubt. Of course you do. We all experience it. That's like a human thing. That's something we work through. But this is for women who have a basic understanding of manifestation. Maybe you've been manifesting some things, but you're not manifesting the big things. And you see your next level. You know where you want to go. You see it. You know it's so close. And you know that the only thing in your way is just some mindset shifts. Some little things you're holding energetically and you're not really sure what they are, and you're ready to really just dive into your power, your vastness. You're ready to collapse time. You're ready to play in the quantum field. You're ready to just fully see and own your divinity and to write all your own rules and then break them all too, right? This is who it's for. Okay, so 6 weeks. I think I said that. We started in August. It's on early bird right now, 1777. There's a payment plan available, and then at the end of the month it goes up to 2222. So if you want to get in on the early bird, just let me know. It's linked in my bio. If you want to read a little bit more about the details or check out the payment plan, any of the things, if this feels right to you, I trust that you will follow the nudge, and you can ask me any questions. If you're looking for some free resources, I invite you to join me in my free Facebook community, Radiant Goddess Revolution. I have a bunch of past trainings in there, and I'm constantly updating with new lives, new trainings, new transmissions, all the things. So if you'd like to join us there, we would love to have you. What else would I like to say? I think that feels complete. I just know that some people needed to hear this, and I don't see enough people speaking on this. And I think it really comes from, I'll just wrap it up with this. I think there's 2 reasons why I see coaches doing this. One is they literally don't know any better. They literally, like, that's their truth, right? They believe that this system works. This is what's required. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are many paths, right? There's no right or wrong one. I just know that that's not my way. So I know by default that the people who I'm here to serve, it's not their way either, right? So I speak my truth so the people who are here for me can find me, and I can help guide you to your truth. That's all this is. But then I do think there is an area where there are people lacking integrity, and they're buying into a scarcity thing, right? They're still in that duality consciousness of this or that. I need to be in a position of power in order to be a leader and have a following, and in order to have my business continue to do well. To me, that's so small. That's not really accessing your true power. Why would you hold back? Why would you spoon feed people? Why would you keep them small? What kind of coach or mentor are you? You're here to expand people. And when you're in the energy of abundance, you know that your only job is to show up and speak from your heart and share what you know to be true with as much integrity as you can. And you just trust that your inner being, your inner light is going to go and attract the right people. And you trust that the people you're here to serve, their inner being is on working this together too, and that you'll be paired up, and that there will always be a steady stream. And you don't even need to make the amount of people you serve equal the amount of money you make. If you're a coach listening to this, like, really try to grasp that. The last thing I'll leave you with is to know that as you follow your heart, as you follow your soul's calling, as you step into service and fulfilling the mission that you're here to do, know and trust that you will always be supported. And let go of trying to logically understand how the money's going to come in. You get the amount of money you're an energetic match for. It doesn't have anything to do with how many clients you have or all the things, right? Like, you will naturally, as you just align with being in service, and you also align with being in abundance and choosing more money for yourself, you will naturally be led to all the things you need to do to allow that in, right? There will be some actions for you to take, but there's no like oh, let me hold back on my truth because I don't want to give it all away because then no one will want to hire me. I find that it's the absolute opposite. I find that the more vocal I am about my truth, like the better my business does. But I also fully trust that if for some reason my business wasn't aligned down the road and I didn't want to do coaching anymore, something, that I would still be able to be of service and I would still be able to receive money, and those two things aren't connected at all. Does that make sense? I just think we need to move past all these limitations, right? The idea with alignment is to align with your higher self, align with the fullness of who you are, align with your divinity, align with your infinite nature. And your infinite nature goes so far beyond time and space and numbers and logic and all that. Okay, this feels really complete now. I'm going to leave it here. But anyway, thank you for sharing this time and space with me. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me. I'm sending you lots of love, and I look forward to connecting with you later. Let me figure out how to end the live. Actually, now I'm remembering I did do one more Instagram live. I think it must have been a couple months ago, and I remember not knowing how to end it. So bear with me. I think I just hit the live button again. Or the X. You guys can laugh with me. Have a beautiful day, guys.